The opening and growth of a capacity much million lb football player is never sleek or simple. But for vocational clubs, conclusion, a youthful gem who can go on to be a celebrity gamer, or alternatively be sold out at large income, is nice industry. How is especially real in an era while finance equitable act rules through Europe are hopeful clubs to balance sheet the books and educate household grown ability. How is why top Prime League clubs in England are more with information both of to try and find youthful players, and as well to assist evolve their game and natural advance of a youthful year. Yet, as a intelligence officer who helping give England purpose scoring celebrity Harry Kane to Tottenham Hotspur reveals, it can be an inaccurate trial, and one in that training personnel as well include to use humane qualities and instinct to retrieve celebrity content. Of the coaches told to me openly, someone is how fat child, recalls Richard Alena, ex-chief of academia recruiting at White's Deer Alley, of Kane's at first days at Spurs as a young man. Harry was 11 at the period, and the true is he would not include got in the house if we were with natural test as a identifier. Alena, a very rated ability observer who consumable 8-year at Spurs and who has as well treated for QPR and the British FA, says it is difficult to once identification guys who include such a top capacity they are nearly specific to go on to successful at the top of the play. Michael Owen and Wayne Rooney certainly, and Joe Cauliflower was as well very mind of by lot, he says. Yet players go via in various ways and at various ages. Constructively maturing affects top productivity at an previous year, but other may capture you upwards. Luckily for Kane, not just Alena, now CEO of soccer at Loughborough College, but some coaches at Tottenham sensed down there was thing on the young man. Yet, Alena says how, while coaches were evaluating which the factors in Kane's favor were, they were not especially research or numbers managed. As, why did we solve to mark him, since his amateur performance were not ever at how top standard, asks Alena. First of all, his dribble remarkable was nice, he ever scored goals. He could hit the dribble purely and he could score, so he was nice formally. Else item was, his dad was large, so though Harry was quite slight while he was youthful, perhaps he would increase up to be big love his daddy. He was as well very devoted, he treated difficult and was a nice student, he would choose up new things previous and had a thirsty for expertise. Kane was lucky how the coaches at Spurs took in review the skewing factors of the family member age impact in families and youthful soccer, Alena says. How is the impact whereby family in high school year who were unborn among September and December tend to get selected for teams since they are more than constructively ripe to such unborn the next springtime or summer. Harry was unborn in July, that intended the coaches gave him a bit more than freedom of action, says Alena, who was visiting a Sport Analysis Innovate meeting in London. Yet, Alena says alarm signal bells were grown in the clubhouse concerning Kane's advance while he was 16. Or, though he'd done his Spurs opening elderly 18 in the Europa League campaigning of 2011-12, largest of his game period about the age was via a episode of loans to various clubs, Leyton Focus, Millwall, Norwich Town and Leicester Town. While the Leicester lending ended at the shut of the 2012-2013 time of year, Alena says Spurs were examining cash in on the adolescent by looking to do Kane's following lending location a lending guideline to a selling. Alena as well says how Kane's decorum for the England by 20s at the FIFA Planet Cup in Turkey how summer had not been especially success each. Yet, Kane went in the Spurs crew for Europa League games once again at the begin of the 2013-14 time of year, and following Tim Sherwood took above as officer in the medium of how time of year the striker was presented his Prime League opening in April 2014. With Creature taking into account how opportunity he has not looked behind, says Alena. Or to be equitable to Harry, he has extended to go striker and increase and evolve of later at. And on to Alena, as a man Kane has as well be a powerful drawing during the dress chamber. He is display which is outlined as elitists' behaviors, traits and characteristics shared by top sport human beings. He has be a lead in installation the color to new players, on which creature a Tottenham gamer is all on, and which standards are anticipated, says the ex-chief of QPR's academia. He has as well constructively grown up and looks strong. Alena, who at the FA treated in men and women teams of N15s2 at first 11s, apparently believes down there is a part for information in gamer growth, but how it has to be utilized intelligently. Same more than information rich you are the superior. If you can get as lot data on the players in all areas the superior, he says. How includes natural, productivity, and mental, yet information and analysis are fair one element. For sample, it can be helpful in conclusion a gamer's weaknesses so how they can be superior on. At one period it was on fundamentals, love the quantity of shots on purpose, now it can be utilized to see at things such as which is a gamer's motion off the dribble. And he says how data does not speak a trainer such as England lug Gareth Southgate if to choose a gamer or no. The trainer's job is to put the various components, the players, along to do the top probable crew. Information has to be pure and exact, so how coaches can do aware decisions. It as well has to be introduced to coaches in a size how they can do use from, he says. As well, every trainer has various game styles, various game demands and goals, so they will all use analysis otherwise.